Hello to Games Views and Zumpsters, my name is MrSapperism and welcome back to another Battlefield 3 commentary thingo where I show you guys a awesome loadout for a gun. I'm not going to say class, I'm going to say loadout now because that's what it's called rather than class. Well, you can also call it class, but I'm going to call it loadout from now on. And so I'm going to show you in this video the best loadout for the Scar H. And obviously this kind of situation, so I'm not showing you guys the best, sniper loadout for the Scar H or anything like that. I'm just showing you guys the best, offensive, all-out offensive assault, not assault as in the class assault, but offensive to assault as in assaulting people class for the Scar H. And so, I'm gonna start off with telling you guys some information about the Scar H, and I'm also gonna try to talk a little bit slower in this video because I do talk pretty fast in my videos, and for some reason I don't know why, so I'm gonna try to sort of at least try to just talk slower. So I'm gonna start off by telling you guys some awesome shits for some awesome information about the gun. So 3 facts about the gun. So the Scar H is unlocked at 14,000 engineer points. So that's how you unlock it, at 14,000. When you reach 14,000 engineer points. Not originally, but the gun starts with 20 rounds, but you can always slip in that one bonus round to make it 21 rounds. So 21 rounds is its maximum ammunition, and its maximum range is 630 meters. So those are the 3 facts about the gun. And I'm gonna talk about the class or the equipment you're gonna want for the gun and all that kind of shits. So what you're gonna want is obviously the Scar H, the M19S tag, simply because of the fact that it's got a suppressor and a flashlight. And pretty much what you're gonna want, like in the rest of, like in my previous videos, you're gonna want to have a handgun with a suppressor. All right, so pretty much because of the fact that if you're behind enemy lines, you're gonna want to pull out a suppressor and take them out silently rather than just all out. Pull out your gun and just mow them all down with all out. Guns are loud and without a suppressor, so everyone's gonna know where you are. The third thing we're going to want is the rocket launcher. It also depends on what map you're on. So in this map, we're going to be using the small. I believe that's how you pronounce it. The small. Simply because of the fact that there's no vehicles in this map, so there's no point in having like the javelin or anything like that in this map. So, and I just got the battle scars there, battle scars emblem. So yeah, I feel proud of myself. So you could use the small or the javelin. Also depending on like if there's enemy jets or enemy attack helicopters demolishing your team, then you could obviously switch through. But what I'm using for now in this map, and what I would recommend using, also if you're on like Operation Metro on a map with very low vehicles or with no aircrafts, or with one stealth helicopter with pretty much land vehicles or no vehicles, I prefer using the RPG or the small. The fourth thing you're gonna want, or the equipment you're gonna want to use, the piece of equipment for the Scar H, is the repair tool. You could also use the landmines, also, like I said, depending on if there's vehicles on your map and whatnot. So if there are like tanks on your map and whatnot, you could switch to your landmines and use them. This is a stupid place to put that little radar thing. Like I'll say, you could, if you wanted to, put a landmines and defend somewhere. Also depending, like I said, on what map you're playing on and what situation you guys are at. So pretty much what I'd recommend doing is just, it also depends if you're going to be riding around vehicles and stuff. So the reason I had a repair tool on here was simply so I could use repair tool some of the time to kill an enemy with it. And because of the fact that it was obviously the thing that could deal the most damage to people, the piece of equipment in TDM for my engineer class. And the last thing you're going to want to do or want to get is squad ammunition, since the Scar H does eat up its ammunition pretty easily, pretty quickly with its I guess you could say it has. What happens with me every time I use the Scar H is that I always end up using just a lot of ammunition that, I always just end up just suppressing the enemy, just opening fire at them, just scaring the crap out of them and all that, all those mumbo jumbo pieces of shit. And pretty much what I just recommend using with it is the squad ammunition. You could use squad explosives, like I said, if there are vehicles on your map and the vehicles can get hard to kill. So what I recommend using is just landmines instead of a repair tool, and pretty squad explosives rather than squad ammo. But then you also at the end also depends on what your excuse me for that. I don't know why I started coughing. So like I was saying, it also depends on what your squad mates are using, your teammates, your squad mates. Simply because, so for example, one of your squad mates has squad explosives, and you could put on squad ammo, so you have more ammunition. So your squad has more ammunition, and so that kind of thing. Now I'm gonna talk about the gun itself and how the gun is pretty awesome and how I was going in this gameplay. So in this gameplay, I was as you guys can see, I'm pretty much just dominating teammates. I believe I get squad wipe somewhere in this gameplay. I'm not sure if it's after this or maybe you guys have already seen it in the gameplay, but the gun it's really good. Also, but that's only when you have like a really good class setup. Because what I don't recommend using is like a sniper scope on these Scar H, simply because of the fact that it's very bad. That I don't recommend using sniper scopes and assault rifles or SMGs. And what you guys can see I was doing in this gameplay was just staying around these cranes here since they are close range, and simply because of the fact that I could come out right around from behind an enemy or from like the left or the right side of an enemy and just kill them. I had the element of surprise a lot of the time in this map simply because of the fact everyone's just running around. That's the main thing, and people don't know where they're going or what they're doing, and trying to obviously know what they're doing. Sorry, because want to kill people, but as you guys can see, that guy didn't even know I was right behind him, and I believe my teammate got him. No, I got him right there. See, he didn't even know that I saw him. That's the thing. That's what I was sort of running around doing in this map. I was trying to just run around the cranes here, because if you're outside of the cranes and people can see you, and it takes you a little longer to get to cover. But here, you can easily some of the time an enemy would see you and follow you, but it didn't really happen to me much with the gameplay. So as you guys saw there, that guy was, I guess, he was outside. He was away from the cranes, and I saw him. He was in point. I wouldn't say point blank, but he was right in front of me, and I could easily just shoot him from a distance, like that guy down there somewhere. Or I think I end up shooting him, or a teammate ended up killing him. And another thing, with playing with the Scar H, make sure not to sort of try to conserve your rounds, not to do what I'm doing here. As you guys saw, I ran out of ammunition there. Like I said, this gun does use up its ammunition very fast. It doesn't have the fastest of recoil, but it does eat up its ammunition very quickly. So like I said, you're going to want to have a secondary weapon like the M19S tag, for example. It has 9 rounds in silencer, and it's very deadly. So that's you might want to use that. And the gun does kill people very quickly. It does have a nice amount of damage. It's you could say it's OP, but it also depends on the way you're playing and the enemy and the teammates. So for example, if there's an enemy running around with Spaz 12, he would probably kill me a million times here, or Dare 12, because obviously shotgun beats the Scar H, or shotgun might a lot of the time beat the SMGs at this kind of range. What else do I have to say about the gun? The gun itself, it doesn't have a long range, so don't try to actually go on the crane and shoot people down, because you're not gonna have it's not going to be very accurate. Now here also, I ended up having to go AFK for a sec because something happened. Someone was calling me on my phone or something, and I had to check what was going on. And so yeah, what else? I'm trying to use up this entire 9 minutes of gameplay because of the fact that I don't want this video to be too short or too long, but it's like 9 minutes to 10 minutes is the right length. And again, you guys should have to hear my voice. So what else? This gun, I do not recommend actually going behind enemy line. Like I said earlier, always when you go behind an enemy line, always use the M1911. Don't use Scar H, because I remember some people actually use this gun. One of my friends decided to use my class, and he ended up doing that. And just trying to make it clear out there, guys. The reason I tell you guys to use suppressed handguns is simply because of the fact that the enemy can't see you when you're using a suppressed gun on the minimap. So there's the thing, and this guy just hiding there. He didn't see me, so that was, had the element of surprise. I came out of nowhere, and he wasn't looking, and I killed him. I mowed him down. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to smack that like button below. What am I doing? I got gone 50 to 5 there. Wow. Let me see how I was going. Was I 50 to 5 or something? Let me see that. I need to see that. 50 to I can't even see that. It's blurred out on Sony Vegas. I know that's a 50. I just don't know what number the other one is. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to smack that like button below. I tried to talk slower in this video. I tried to, but it may have not went to my side. It may have not been my favor or whatever. And so in this also right here, as you guys can see on the screen, this is the class, not the class. Sorry, the attachments you're going to want to use for the Scar H, which I probably should have mentioned earlier on in the video, but oh well, I'm mentioning it now. I'm showing you guys it now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to smack that like button below. Share this video with your friends, guys. I mean, I see a lot of people that use crappy loadouts. Not say not trying to make offend anyone or anything, but a lot of this, for example, using a ACOG sight on the FAMAS is not a very good idea, since the FAMAS has a fucking high recoil. That's like the first time I swore in this video. It has a massive recoil. When you shoot, it just like goes up. It's like a massive orgasmic weapon. So yeah, I believe I've told you guys everything. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, whatever you want to comment, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace out.